It is 7 a.m. and me and Skip are just at the gas station getting gas because we're about to go and look for a wild horse that's got its leg wrapped in wire. We had phone calls over the last couple of days. So this morning we're driving up, it's about a 2-hour drive. We're going to see if we can find this horse with wire wrapped up around its legs and get it into some yards and see how bad the damage is, and hopefully it's not too bad and we can just work out a way to cut the wire off and set it free. But if it's really bad, we've got the trailer on board and bring it home for some treatment, and hoping it's not going to be so bad that we have to euthanize it. So it was about a 2-hour drive to get to the farm where the injured wild horse had been spotted, and I straight away went out searching for him. I didn't have high expectations of finding him. I've been in this position before, but instead I did find these beautiful young colts hiding up in the bush. They were real quiet. They were happy for me to get close, and they were just happy to watch me, and they're in gorgeous health. They looked amazing. So cool to see. But yeah, it's happened before that we've gone to look for injured horses and haven't been able to find them. They're pretty good at hiding. But this time, luckily, there were some backpackers who'd seen the horse and they kind of knew the area he was in. So after we'd been searching for a while, they took him to us, and this is him, and he's obviously in pretty rough shape. It's pretty bad. So with the help of the backpackers, we decided we'd try and walk him into a city yards that were nearby, and there we'd have the best chance of being able to treat this leg and see what's going on. But you can already see how really bad it is. He's super skinny, he's having trouble walking, and if you look close you can see the huge bit of wire that's dragging out behind. So we really wanted to take it slow, just walk him in, not stress him, not cause him too much pain. Here you can see a really good angle of the wire. He's been dragging probably for a couple of weeks on that leg. It's in pretty bad shape. But we were able to just walk him really slowly. It was about 1/2 kilometre back to the stockyards. And then when we got him in here, we could really assess what was going on with that leg. And it's pretty ugly, as you can see. The property owners didn't want us filming their farm and on location, but they were happy to film us actually looking at the leg and the wire. And so this is him. He's in the cattle race. And what we did next was we roped his leg up, and then we just started trimming away the wire.
At the back there, maybe?
Yeah.
Because that should release the whole thing. Bloody hell. Brilliant. Good girl.
Boy.
Boy, is it?
Yeah.
Boy. Sorry, buddy. Okay. Come on, don't kids. Good boy. Good boy. Okay,
It's a bit tight, eh?
Still embedded in there, eh?
Yeah. Just need to cut that one hitch off, eh?
Yeah, it's probably pulling it back around. How do you get it back around? Nothing. Trouble is, you need to almost take that front bit off further.
Yeah.
If you pull the back bit, it's going to dig in, eh?
Yeah.
Boy, buddy.
I can just cut it just there. Oh, can I get it?
Just anything you can.
So this is all the wire that ended up coming out of that one horse's leg. It was pretty incredible. So glad we finally got it out. And then we turned him out in a pen to let him walk, and I just really wanted to see if he could move, and he couldn't put weight on that foot, which he could, which is a good sign. And then we actually found another mare with wire in her leg, but we're going to take her home for a closer inspection. We loaded them all up, and here we are leaving. And then on the drive out, we were lucky enough to see one of my favourite herds of horses. Now, I haven't seen this herd in over 6 months, and I was actually really worried one of my favourite stallions had been shot and the herd was missing. So I was pretty excited to see some familiar faces and some new little baby faces on the drive out with the horses. This area, I know a lot of the horses in the area, and I love them, and it's always good to see them again. I do like unloading this trailer a lot more than my other trailer. Finally, another 2.5 hour drive, a bit slower with all the horses on board, and we were home, and it was time to unload them all. So we had the injured guy, this is his no, this is the other injured mare, sorry. This is the mare coming out. So this is the other mare that's got wire in her leg. It's not as obvious with her, but if you look at that right hind, it's really, really thickened. And I can't actually tell if there's wire still in there. We're a little bit worried that there is, so that's why she's come home with us. We mustered in her herd so we could separate her off. And if you look at her leg here, you can kind of see what I'm worried about on that right hind. It does look like there might be wire in there still, and it's healed over. It's really, really, really hard to tell, and a little bit of a bigger job to actually be able to investigate and see what's happening. But hopefully we can get around to handling and treating her in the next couple of days. But there you go, there's that scarring. So she has had wire around that leg certainly at some time, but I just don't know if there's wire still in there, and I couldn't take the risk of leaving her out there. She's in great condition though, and she was super curious to go back and look at her friends in the trailer. Here she is looking at the other horses. Real pretty mare. It's a real shame about her leg, so hopefully we can do something about that for her. And then it was just a question of moving the others about so they'd be facing the right way and that they would jump out too. But isn't this a cute mare? Really hope she's going to be okay.
His eye now as well.
Oh no.
There you go, look. Oh, here he comes, here he comes. Here he comes.
That's such a funny look around the trailer.
Okay.
He just looked around the trailer right at me. Oh, he has donked his eye,
So we
hasn't he?
never rush them to unload them, we let them take their time. But isn't this a cool horse? So this is the one that I chopped the wire out of today. And look at him just chilling on the end of the trailer. Like, he was so amazing for us to treat and be handling that leg and chopping wire out of back where we got him from. And then bringing him home, he just took his sweet time. He looked at me. He wasn't stressed. He wasn't sweaty. And just really like stood there for a little while and took it all in before hopping out. And actually it was a little foal who had to come out first, and then he popped out. Here she comes. Isn't she super cute? There she goes. He has another look around and finally decides to step out too. And you do see him hop on this leg. It's obviously really painful, but I am optimistic. I reckon I've seen a little bit of improvement even over just the few hours since we've chopped the wire out. So I'm really hoping it's going to come right over the next couple of days. But you can see he's really in rough shape. Like, he's had that wire in his leg for a while. And there's the last broodmare. So we brought a broodmare and a foal home as well as the two that had the wire in their legs. And here they all are tucking into some hay. That's the broodmare there. She's one we've watched for a while. And there's just so many horses up there, and they're constantly getting into trouble, that we thought we'd take an extra one and just kind of help lighten the load and keep some of them in better condition. And this is the boy with the wire in his leg, happily munching his hay. He's such a sweetheart, like just such a kind, gentle, sweet soul. Look at that big old head there. What a good boy. I really hope this guy comes right, and then you can see that foot there where we've taken all the wire out of it. And then here is this mare again. She rests that leg all the time. It wasn't maybe immediately obvious in those other videos where she just jumped out of the trailer, but when we saw her in the wild and in the yards when we brought her herd in, she is always resting that leg, and it does need further investigation. But here they are, all happy and home, settled in for the night, some great hay. And over the next few days, we will start handling them. We'll investigate those legs, and then the mare and foal will be up for adoption as well.